So I was at work yesterday. Um, we were delivering to a duplex. We're delivering this duplex. We're delivering to both of the houses in the duplex. So we parked the truck like kind of over, like in front of the one door, and then you walk in front of that door to get to the other door. Right. So we're delivering to both of these doors, both these places. And there's these people working inside of the, like, they're like, it's like a new duplex, so there's people working inside of it, like working on the cabinets and all the stuff in there. And so they're like walking around sync the whole time in there, and like making like power tool noises synced, and drills and saws and shit. And walking by me synced a bunch of times and meeting me at the doorways synced, and like coming out of the door as I'm walking by it, and like, cause like I'm going in and out to the truck to like get tools and whatever. So I keep going in and out of the house a bunch of times. We were there like all day. So like the people working there just like kept synchronizing, like as I'm working in there, like they're walking around me synced and making power tool noises synced. And then as I'm walking in and out of the house, they keep syncing. And the one guy had a camo shirt or a camo jacket and a camo hat on. And then like me and my coworker getting something out of the truck, and there's like a UPS coming up behind the truck and parking, and like there's this dog barking synced, and my coworker's like, "Oh, the dog must hate the UPS guy. He's barking at the UPS guy." I'm like, "Yeah, something like that." And then the dog kept barking synced a bunch of times throughout the day. When I would come outside, like the dog was like across the street or something. And then there's a bunch of cars driving by every time I would come outside, synced. A bunch of silver cars and red cars and white cars. Still a bunch of silver cars today and yesterday. So, hey, what's up? So, and then there was a porta. I just saw the turquoise car right now, the one that I saw on the video, in the last video that I always see synced up when I see it. There was a porta potty outside there, and like I kept going in there to take a piss and blow my nose a bunch of times. So my nose been running like crazy. So like I kept going out there to blow my nose, and like and like it's like open at the top of it, so you can hear all the cars driving by, and like I can just hear them. Like I don't see them, but I can just hear them, and they're stalking me as I'm inside the porta potty. Just like with the sound of them driving by, they're stalking me still. Like I can just hear simultaneous cars driving by. But and like if I just sit outside and like I close my eyes, it's the same thing. Like they just keep driving by me, and I can hear them synchronizing. But it's like it was in Columbus. It's like a bigger city than Norfolk is, or like maybe the same size city or whatever. But there's a lot of stalkers. There's a lot of cars driving by, and there's a lot of people working on the house that were stalking me. or there was like at least like 5 guys there that were all stalking me, something like that. And then there's like people next door that like with like a like, and there's people like walking up the sidewalk and shit. Just a bunch of cars driving by, and a FedEx semi drove by, synced up, and stupid shit. But it's like every day at work, it's like they do things to like slow me down, or like just like it's like they just want to always let you know that like they're in control, and like they control everything, and they control like when you arrive places and shit. Or like at least me, because I don't have a car, so like they just like try to control everything. And like it's like we would probably get work done faster. Like we would probably be done like an hour earlier or something if there wasn't synchronizer things happening, and they didn't have to synchronize all the time and like get in my way and do things to slow me down and shit, and just like stupid shit just to like delay me or whatever. Like we'd probably get done like an hour earlier every day, but I need more hours anyway, so I don't really give a fuck. But also though, I wanted to go to the grocery store after work and it was too late, but whatever though, I got more hours anyway, so it's like things just take way longer than they should. It seems like, I don't know, it just seems that way. Or like they'll give us the wrong address or whatever, stupid shit like that. I see the stalkers outside. But yeah, I had money in the bank, and then the bank stole it. They usually don't do the fee. Well, they haven't done the fee the last few months, I think. And they usually do it at the start of the month, I think. But they did it yesterday, though. They took $10 out of my account, and I had $11 in my account. So send some of my Cash App and my PayPal if send me a Christmas present. Because they just take $10 out of your account, like 10 whole dollars. Like It used to be like $5, I think, something like that. And then like everything more expensive now. Like damn, dude, $10. See a bunch of stalkers driving by, and there's one walking in the parking lot. She's about to get in the stalker car. It's amazing you have a job. You're strong, keep fighting, yeah. I'm happy I have a job. I just wish I had more hours though. I saw the Daily News van, he was sinking, and then there's a bunch of other black and silver cars, and it's a silver van. The Daily News van. The Daily fucking News van, man. It's always synced. I see the whiteys. Sparklight truck. But yeah, it's just like they just do things to like delay me, and then like I've said, like they just do things to like play with me. Like they'll be like, go look for this. And then I go look for it, and then I come back and they're like, oh, I found it. It's like they just do it just to have me go over there, and then when I go over there, there's a synchronizer thing happening, and then there's a synchronizer thing when I walk back. It's just a thing to do to synchronize on me, basically. Just like go walk over there pointlessly, and then walk back over here so we can synchronize on you. Haha. Got him. Or like at the one at my last job, they're like, go sweep that room. Like you can go sweep and mop that room now. So like I go in there, and right when I'm going in there, there's another guy walking in there, and he's like walking. It's like this really tiny room, and he's just like walking around in there, synchronizing on me a bunch of times as I'm sweeping. It's like they just have him walk in there at the same time. And I see a bunch of sink heads outside the whole time talking, driving by sinks. And there's a white truck in the background of the park sinks. Or like at the other job, before that job, the last job, they're like I was basically working at like a different workstation every day, or like every other day. They'd have me like doing different things, trying out different things or whatever. But I wanted to just stay at the one workstation, but it was just like what they're doing. But they're like, come work over here with these people, and then I come over there and I stand over there, and then they're like, and I'm just standing there, like, waiting for them to tell me what to do, whatever. And then they're like, "Oh no, come over here, actually." And it's like just an orchestrated thing, I think. Just it's whatever. There's this blue and red car outside scenes, and other car scenes. Yeah, it was like they did that, and then like right after that, they're like, "Go walk over here pointlessly, and then walk back over here," and then it's like they just do things like I'm just like their little toy that they play around with, and then they're all like snickering. They're like, "Go look for this person," and I go back there and look for him, and then I come back, and they're like, and he's standing there when I come back. They're like, "We found him. He's right here." Just always with the stupid shit like that. Just always like every day at work, at like all my jobs ever. Just always. Maybe not every day. Like some days it's more shit like that than other days. Some days it's like more. It's like running smoothly more than that, but. And then it seems like if I'm in like a really good mood or whatever, and like I have a lot of energy, they do a bunch of shit like that to like try to like wear me down and like ruin my good mood and shit. Like, or if I'm like exhausted, they try to do shit to wear me down. Or if I'm like depressed or whatever, they like try to like poke at me more. If I'm like having like an anxiety attack, they're gonna like make a bunch of loud sounds to like exacerbate it more. Shit like that. Generally speaking. Like there's been a bunch of times where like I was not handling the stalking well and I was freaking out and I was like just going crazy. And like there's just like people like honking horns and driving by laughing and shit. It's like they tell them to do that to like poke at me more or whatever. Thanks. Keep your head up too. And then I think the wind was synchronizing yesterday at work too. Forgot to mention that. I think like it was really windy yesterday and I'm pretty sure the wind was like picking up synced like as we went into the house the first time. I don't know if it was synced or not, but the wind syncs though sometimes. For sure it does. So I don't know if it was yesterday or not, but I feel like it probably was. My fridge just turned off sync. And then they've been coming and fixing my water heater a bunch of times, but it wasn't broken today. Like there was hot water, but the neighbors said that there wasn't hot water apparently. But they've just been coming in my apartment a bunch of times, fixing the water heater a bunch of times. So I don't know. Maybe it's broken. Well, it was broken before, or like the one time I heard it break, it was like, and then it was off. There was no hot water, and then the other day there was no hot water again. But yeah, my water heater is like the neighbor's water heater. I don't know if it's just the one neighbor. So I think I heard my neighbor talking sync right now. I don't know what else to say. There's a couple sirens this morning. So hit the Cash App and PayPal if you can. I need it because my bank robbed me. It's illegal for banks to rob you, but it's illegal to rob the bank. So I don't get how that works. And even if I wanted to rob the bank, I'm not gonna get away with robbing the bank because there's stalkers all around and they're gonna know that I'm gonna rob the bank before I even load the gun to rob the bank. They're gonna know. So I can't rob the bank, even if I wanted to. This guy was just walking toward me before I walked away the window, and now he's walking back the other way. Probably a stalker. So hit up the Cash App, PayPal if you can. Subscribe to Cat the Glitch. And vote for ILCAT 2028. And stop Agenda 2030. And read 1984. I'm out.